on the tripwire, this is a kind of how most of the tripwires work, where you're going to see it's a free plus shipping offer. We really like the two-step order form. You'll see that here as I kind of go through this, where the idea behind a two-step order form is they're going to have the opportunity of capturing leads on the front end. And if they don't give you the credit card information, you still have the lead there that you can follow up with them. I think it's going to go into either an OTO and a downsell, or just an OTO and another upsell, or a mixture of both. You'll find here we kind of went basically straight from the free plus shipping with an order form bump, the one-time offer, the second one-time offer, and then thank you page. And on the thank you page, I'll talk to you a little bit about what that offer wall is and why that's so important. But realize, Liam, right here, the idea is, you might remember back to the old days if you were on GoDaddy or any of these other types of pages where you would literally get in this endless loop of upsells. And I can tell you one of the things we've tested a lot is how many upsells can you really offer without offending or really almost doing damage to the reputation that you're trying to build with these people. And what we've seen right now is two is about the most you can get away with. And that's really why we kind of snuck a third one in on the order form bump. And I'll show you that in just a second here. Here's our free plus shipping offer. It was for .com Secrets book. We did this a couple of years ago, and these are the stats from that. But you see we've got a two-step order form there on the right-hand side. So you've got shipping as far as, where do you want us to ship the address to? So here you're capturing their name, their email address. Sometimes you can have a phone number and then their shipping address. The second step then is going to be their actual billing information, their credit card stuff. What we found here was we had about 200,000 visitors that came in. Out of that, it actually generated 35,000 contacts. So that was really the main thing we're looking at, is we want to generate a ton of leads, but at the same time, we want to be able to pay for this traffic. So we actually, out of those 35,000, 27,000 purchased, or we had about a 14% conversion rate as far as visitors to the actual site. This here, as far as the order form bumps, is what I want to focus on right now. So what you'll find here is the .com Secrets book was $7.95. This is the second step. So again, you saw the first page, the first step where they put in their name, email address, and shipping address. Here on the second page, where they're entering their credit card, it's a little tiny box down at the bottom, and it's just a red arrow that points to a little box they can click. And the one-time offer here was $37. So we had a free plus shipping offer for $7.95. But when you're paying for traffic and you've got a cost and everything else, you got to find some way of actually recouping those costs. So let me kind of show you some of the numbers and how this worked here. What you find is we actually made about $220,000 as far as the free plus shipping. So this is people paying the $7.95. But for us, the main thing that really helped provide some additional revenue here was that order form bump. It's $37. And what you're going to see there is we had about $286,000 that came in from that. Or in other words, we doubled over on our revenue just because we added that order form bump. And we see this as being pretty typical these days. And it's one of the main things. So right now, it's not uncommon. What's kind of classic these days, we find about a 13 to 18% opt-in rate on most of these types of pages. And then from that, about a third of those will usually end up in a sale. And so it's not uncommon. We find, even if you were down as low as 5% people actually buying or paying for the shipping, the real thing here is that order form bump, because we find about 15 to 20% of the people who actually pay for the shipping here will actually take the offer as far as the order form bump. And that's what's going to really increase, you'll see there, as far as your average cart value. That $18.31 is critical to us. So without this, we would have really been somewhere that almost obviously we've been $7.95, which really doesn't pay for the book, doesn't pay for the shipping that much. So the idea behind this order form bump is allows us to put a simple, a real quick offer in there to generate that kind of stuff.